It's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the A.D.K Rock and Metal channel, and today we are going to be reviewing the song Weeping Willow by the band the Hellfreaks. Kirk says we've done this band before, but I can't remember them, which is not a good sign if you can't remember them.
I think they're a German band.
But I'm intrigued. I am very much intrigued. They're on Napalm Records, so it should be
decent.
Should be decent. We will stop, we will pause, etc. So let's get into the video today.
Silence, take me to go. I'm under the weeping willow. No doubt found me so low. Silence, send me a crow. My memories are more alive than I am. I'm haunted by my own mind.
It's so weird seeing her covered in blood and stuff and just doing this little being all kind of sweet and innocent-y looking, and good start to the video though.
We like the menacing synth bass though, don't we?
Yeah, synth bass and a little bit. Interesting to see where this is going to go. It's under 5 minutes just. And we're already a minute in.
She's very close to the microphone, isn't she? You can hear her breathing in.
Yeah,
it creates that element.
So she's doing this husky
tension.
low end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to carry with the girl covered in blood. And I like
definitely.
I like the menacing figure in the background. I'm not quite sure if it's sort of representing death or whether it's like the sort of almost like a plague doctor sort of master.
It's look a bit
Grim
Plague
Reaper.
Doctor.
Yeah.
I like the reference. She talks about getting a crow to the afterlife.
Carrying.
There's a lot of
Definitely
interesting.
carrying though, yeah.
Let's keep going.
I try to walk forward, but I'm not. 'Cause my back is facing the front. Silence, let me hear you grow.
This has got some weird kind of gothic vibe to this track. This is almost like it mentions the Crow, but you can imagine this being on the Crow soundtrack, couldn't you?
Curated by Trent Reznor.
Yeah. It's an interesting start. I hope it gets heavier.
Andy, can I just ask you? Do you know on that? Did that surprise you? I thought they would just go into distorted guitars.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that. I'm disappointed they didn't.
Yeah.
I can't see this song progressing any further than the sort of synth rock that it's currently showing.
That took me by surprise. I don't mind it, but yeah, I'm thinking, okay, where's
It's
it going?
Napalm Records.
So you had the intro, which was atmospheric and setting the tone, but I was expecting, as you say, distorted guitars once the next passage of the song.
Well, that would have been predictable. At least they're second guessing.
Well, they've elevated it now, so they've brought another layer in to the track. Okay. So sorry, we have to stop there because that's a good reference point. So you're saying like it's like a dark version of the Cardigans, like losing my
favourite game.
Losing my favourite again.
My favourite. She's in that same range.
She's
I
singing
don't think she looks too dissimilar from the.
No,
she's German, so yeah.
I mean, this. Please don't take this the wrong way, but if I was directing that video, bath of milk, somebody combing her hair, whatever that's supposed to be portraying, she does need to be naked. I mean, cover it with long hair or submerge her underneath the waterline, but it looks a bit.
Why are you in a bath if you're closed?
Yeah, you're basically saying
I don't want to see nudity, but you need to
continuity of reason.
What's the word? Imply it, don't you?
Yeah.
It's an integral part of a video to try and make it believable.
Silence,
I love the contrast in colours. So there's some real clarity, like the blacks, the reflection of that, but the strength of the reds coming through, the white. So it's been shot really well cinematically. And I do like the song so far, the fact it's building. I want to know what it's building to, but it's definitely feeling like they keep adding an instrumentation in, so I'm expecting it to go somewhere. If it doesn't go somewhere, I'll be really disappointed.
I agree, yeah.
Industrial trip-hop is where it seems to be at the moment.
Yeah, you was it Massive Attack?
Yeah.
You get that feel from, sort of UK sort of trip-hop dance. But as I say, it's
dark though.
You feel it's going to build into something, but we're halfway through now, and it's...
Where's it going to go?
If it goes nowhere, then...
It would be disappointing because it's really nice. I really like her vocals.
Take the last piece of my soul.
Do you reckon when they dunked her in the bath there, I really don't think that she didn't look like she was aware that was going to happen.
That was almost a true
her face
reaction.
was like, fuck! What the fuck? It did come across
performance
that way.
art. We're not going to tell you what's going to happen to you. But
exactly.
It's
Before we get to the last section of the last minute, we've got to talk about that transition then, haven't we? We've got to talk about that. Anyone?
wow, fuck, it came from how low was the guttural moment when it came in. I just obviously wasn't expecting it because it is going along building layers.
Yeah.
And that was such a dynamic change, wasn't it? And
it was needed.
She really did deliver it there, didn't she? With such ferocity. I mean, what did you think?
Yeah, that was intense.
It's quite scary, wasn't it? Even?
I mean, it's really weird because there are points where her vocals are guttural, but there's also elements that remind me of when we did Terry B's My Ruin. She's got that kind of snarly sass to the vocals.
Dirty blues.
And she's just now moving into almost like a Lizzie Hale rock vocal coming in.
I noticed that.
So we've got so many transitions of vocal styles.
That's just what I was going to say. I've got. There must be 4 or 5.
Yeah.
In that,
really interesting.
Since the sort of the first part of the song, which we all really liked her vocals, and the delivery there. In this second half, where it's become more ferocious, she's picked, without sort of doing it deliberately and saying, "Look what I can do," it works. There's 4 or 5 different deliveries, really deep and guttural at the beginning, then a little bit more raspier, then high pitched, then almost, as you say, sort of rock vocals now.
Into that sort. So it'd be interesting to see how. I mean, it's only got a minute or so left, so. It feels like we're going to get like maybe another 10 seconds of this, and then it's probably going to go back to that. You can't see it going anywhere else heavy.
The guitarist as well, the band behind her, it's obviously taking the image from the sort of character in the first part that's tormenting her. But my first thoughts of, have you heard that British black metal band, the Infernal Sea?
I know of them. Yeah.
That's their sort of stage, the sort of plague doctor's mask with the black hoods and everything. It's very menacing, very disturbing. I don't know if this is something they've just employed for this video, or whether it's the band's style. I don't know.
No, I think they've just done it for this video, from my understanding. But okay, let's wrap it up.
Sometimes I need to
Okay, there we go. That is the Hellfreaks and Weeping Willow. So let's just do a quick roundup of our overall thoughts on the track. Andy?
Yeah, I mean, really, really good. I think we covered it as we went through. So many different vocal deliveries from this lady. You know, real talent. From one extreme to the other, and really, really good. I think if I was to watch the video again, from start to finish, I would be saying to myself, I think I prefer the aggressiveness to sort of kick in a little bit earlier, or alternatively carry on the sort of somber, sort of atmospheric, almost synth goth mood throughout. You know, treat it as a track like that, because I think it was like a 50-50 split. If you look at the timestamp, it's almost half and half. But yeah, really good song, really good video. I think that the concept is the ominous figure has, for some reason, stolen her heart, and she's worked somehow and done something to sort of retain it back, and we see that sort of portrayed quite well in the footage we saw. So interesting video mixed with the performance, which is what a lot of bands do, and it works really well. It's certainly got rewatch value. Yeah, decent track. Yeah, enjoyed that.
Kirk?
Yeah, I'll quickly summarise it. To break it down then, so we identified that she sounded a bit like Nina from the Cardigans in the first half of that song, which is very difficult to do, so I thought that was an excellent performance musically. The first part reminded me of a Dutch band called Gold, and they did an album called This Shame Should Not Be Mine 2 years ago.
Featuring ex-members of Can.
And the singer from that band, Milena Eva, is a remarkable artist, great performer, and certainly Hellfreaks were on similar to territory. I'm surprised if they're not aware of Gold as well. When it changed into that deathcore spasm for about 30 seconds, that really did jolt me. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, she did showcase a great range of vocal styles, including that hard rock, even your typical metalcore chorus. The good thing with this is, because they've got a female vocalist, you're never going to be irked by a grown man sounding like a 14-year-old, which seems to be where a lot of metalcore goes now for the chorus. You're never going to have that problem with a female vocalist. So I thought that was sensational towards the end. I'm surprised how much I liked this. That was highly enjoyable. I just want to go back and dissect it and break it down even more after repeat listens.
For me, good video, really enjoyed it. Lots of really well shot cinematography. Not quite sure, I'd have to really break the lyrics down to follow the story, because obviously looking at the song title, Weeping Willow, and then I'm like, okay, there's a heart there, bath of milk covered in blood. There's obviously a backstory. Now, I've got a feeling, you said we did these guys before, and I believe, if I remember right, someone said on that video that it was the video that we did there was part of a long story of videos. They all linked together. Right. So I have a feeling this might be the end part of that story, and we need to understand the other videos to understand it. Could be wrong, but I know that when we've done one of these bands before, that there was an element, someone said you need to look at all the videos in the sequence to follow the story through as they carry on from each video to each song, as that's how they've been written. But from a standalone point of view, it looked really, really good. I really love the difference in the vocal styles. So for me, if it had been the second half of the song from start to finish, I would be completely disinterested in it. If it was the first half of the song from start to finish, I would be disinterested in it. I'd have lost. It wouldn't be something that I'd listen to again. I wouldn't be offended by it. Same as the second half, I wouldn't be offended by it. But there isn't enough to make me keep my interest for 4.5 minutes. But the way they've done this, knowing that it gets that transition, it means I can get into that first part. I liked how it was building, then it goes into that heavy, then it goes into the rock. It's the sort of thing with the multiple different styles and genres, it just keeps me jumping, it keeps me interested in a track. And there's more reason for me to listen to this band with this sort of style of splitting up and different mixing in those genres, because especially like we talked about like the synth poppy elements of the early stuff, which reminded me a little bit of things like Birthday Massacre, that sort of vibe, which I really, really enjoy. So I do like this style, and I really enjoyed the song. So definitely reminds me a lot more now, because we can even remember when we did the last Hellfreaks one and it didn't stand out. This definitely stands out for me.
Very clever, isn't it? Yeah, because they're building the tension. You get that release as well at the end. So they've put a lot of thought into this, haven't they? And to entertain you as well.
Yeah,
to
really
keep
well done.
Keep you thinking what's going to come next, like industrial trip hop, bit of deathcore. gothic metal towards the end. Yeah, that was fascinating.
It was a very emotional. If you actually think about her singing, her style of vocals definitely changed and portrayed an emotional journey of sorrow, sadness, and then rage and anger.
I think
Which I
as
think
well
really
with her
was very clever.
vocals, because they're so charismatic, I couldn't tell you what any of those heavier guitar parts were like. Normally I'd be critical of that, but I just think it doesn't matter what they sounded like when they hit
It was just background.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
you
she
did
was
like
carrying
that.
it, and
Yeah.
that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you had 10 songs in an album where that was happening, eventually you would start to question what are the guitarists doing, but not a problem as a standalone song where.
There we go, the Hellfreaks and Weeping Willow. Now, if you enjoyed our video today, please do like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you on the video sometime very soon. Take care.